Once upon a time, there was a cunning fox like all foxes. She had roamed the entire night in search of food but found none. As daylight broke, the fox went to the edge of the road, lying under a bush, contemplating how to find something to eat. Sitting with her nose on her front paws, the fox caught the scent of fish. She lifted her head slightly and, looking downhill along the road, saw a cart pulled by oxen approaching.
Good,
thought the fox.
Here comes the food I've been waiting for.
She immediately came out from under the bush and stretched herself in the middle of the road, as if she were dead. As the cart approached the fox, the peasant driving the oxen saw her. Believing she was truly dead, he shouted to the oxen,
"Whoa! Whoa!"
The oxen stopped. The peasant walked toward the fox, examined her closely, and seeing that she didn't move at all, said,
"Well, how on earth did this fox die here? Oh, what a beautiful fur coat I'll make for my wife from this little fox's fur."
Saying that, he grabbed the fox by the head, dragged her to the cart, and propped her up over the fish. Then he shouted to the ox,
"Gee up! Go on!"
The oxen started moving. The peasant walked alongside, urging them to go faster so they could reach home quickly and take the fox's skin. However, as the oxen started, the fox began using her legs to push the fish from the cart onto the road. The peasant drove, the cart creaked, and the fish from the cart fell. After the sly fox had thrown a lot of fish on the road, well, she jumped out of the cart too and quickly began collecting the fish from the road. Once she had gathered a pile, she took it to her hiding place and began eating because, well, she was hungry. Just as she started eating, here comes the bear.
Good day, Madam Fox. Wow. What a lot of fish you have there. Can you give me some too, 'cause I'm starving?
Put your appetite away, Mr. Bear, for I did not work for the taste of someone else. If you're so hungry, go and dip your tail in the pond like I did, and you'll have fish to eat.
Can you teach me please, Madam Fox? For I don't know how to catch a fish.
Well, Mr. Bear, don't you know that necessity leads you where you don't want to go and teaches you what you never thought? Listen, Mr. Bear, do you want to eat fish? Go quickly to the pond at the edge of the forest, stick your tail in the water, and stay still without moving until dawn. Then jerk it vigorously toward the shore, and you'll catch a lot of fish, maybe twice or 3 times what I've caught.
The bear, without saying a word, ran in great haste to the pond at the edge of the forest and dipped his entire tail in the water. That night, a cold wind began to blow, freezing everything solid, even the ash under the fire. The water in the pond froze well, catching the bear's tail like a vice. After a while, the bear, unable to bear the pain in his tail and the cold, jerked forcefully. And poor bear, instead of pulling out fish, he was left without a tail. Now he started moaning terribly and jumping in pain. Furious with the fox for deceiving him, he went to kill her. But the clever fox knew how to avoid the bear's anger. She had left her hiding place and climbed into the hollow of a nearby tree. When she saw the tailless bear coming, she started shouting,
"Hey, Mr. Bear, did the fish eat your tail? Or were you too greedy and wanted no more fish in the pond?"
The bear, hearing that he was still being ridiculed, became even angrier and rushed quickly toward the tree. But the opening of the hollow was narrow and the bear couldn't fit inside. Then he looked for a branch with a hook and began rummaging through the hollow to pull the fox out and make her pay for it. But when the bear grabbed the fox's leg, she shouted,
"Pull as much as you can. I don't mind if you pull the tree."
And when he hooked the branch, she shouted,
"Oh, Mr. Bear, don't pull. You'll break my leg."
In vain, the bear struggled. He was sweating, but he still couldn't pull the fox out of the hollow of the tree. And that's the story on how the bear was tricked by the cunning fox to lose his tail.